So on paper, the Chicago Sky are out of their minds to let Chennedy Carter walk. But that's exactly what's happening, because they could have extended a qualifying offer for her, given, her free agent status. Instead, they declined to, which makes her an unrestricted free agent, which is them telling you they don't want her back.
Chennedy Carter recently blasted Angel Reese, accusing her of being expelled from the Chicago Sky. To be honest, Carter shouldn't be shocked. Putting people down seems to be Angel's favorite thing to do. She's developed a practice of treading on people to improve her own image. According to Carter straight up, one of the main causes of the team's injustice was Angel's continual partiality by the coach.
Considering their lack of scoring and shot creation and what she did last year and her talent, for them to just not want her back and to let her walk is a big statement.
The other players were left on the sidelines, likely wondering why they bothered to show there, while Angel received all the attention and preferential treatment. It's amazing how different these two are. Caitlin Clark is at the Indiana Fever doing what leaders do best, which is creating a winning team without any of the controversy. While Reese is busy causing trouble everywhere she goes, Clark's crew is improving daily.
Chennedy Carter's future in the W is not looking good, bro. I think it might just be over for her. Now, with all that being said, I know everybody want to know exactly what transpired online last night, and that's what we finna get into right now. Let's pull up this series of tweets, because the comment section of these tweets is unforgivable.
The decision to formally cut ties with Chelsea Carter, the Chicago Sky's top scorer from the 2024 campaign, has generated heated debates among fans and throughout the league. With an impressive 17.5 points per game average the previous season, Carter appeared to be a vital offensive asset for the team. Her release is surprising, particularly for a team like the Sky that is having trouble getting back on track following a string of setbacks. This move reflects deeper problems within the franchise.
So that's a reputation thing around the league. That's not out of nowhere. That's not nothing. And I think it says a lot that the Sky are the latest team to be willing to part with Chennedy Carter, especially considered how talented she is, because she's got skills. There's no question in that.
Carter's dismissal is an indication of unrest inside the Chicago Sky organization and goes beyond a simple roster change. Her on-court performance was indisputable. Beyond her average score, Carter showed effectiveness in key areas, maintaining a layup success rate of over 60%. However, her departure was not solely due to basketball general manager Jeff Pagoa, who cited team fit as a major reason. Paglia's statement was tactful, but it left room for speculation regarding locker room dynamics and whether personal conflicts had escalated to a breaking point.
The GM put out a statement basically saying, the fits are going to be different and all that. But all the reporting and the common sense tells you that there were issues behind the scenes with Chennedy Carter. And this is not the first time. That has been the story of her WNBA career. And if someone else is going to give her a chance, it may be her last chance in the WNBA. But so it's almost shocking that it would happen from just a basketball personnel standpoint. But it's not surprising to see Chennedy Carter have a Sky goodbye, given everything else.
Putting more fuel on the flames, Carter's cryptic posts on social media have drawn attention from fans and analysts, with some doubting the propriety of discussing team matters in public. Many have taken these posts as subtle jabs at Angel Reese, another key member of the Sky lineup.
Is Chennedy Carter Instagram account right here, guys, and I'm here to tell you, bruh, she's been going on a little rant all night long. Now, this is the tweet right here that kind of sparked everything. She stated, I think the ability to consistently make layups just put anyone in a different tier. So important to score easy. Now, a lot of people is insinuating that this tweet is towards Angel Reese.
In professional sports, social media has become a double-edged sword that lets athletes interact with fans directly, while also revealing internal conflicts for Carter. Her reputation, as well as her prospects for future advancement in the league, could be severely impacted by the fallout from her article.
Chennedy had an incredible season for us last year, says the GM. She's extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for our team last year. However, we've made changes to our staff and we'll make changes to our roster. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we wanted to give her the best opportunity as a free agent.
Carter's release by the Chicago Sky coincides with one of the most difficult times in the team's history. Following their successful 2021 championship run, the team has found it difficult to maintain its competitive edge. The 2024 season was especially disappointing, as the Sky finished with a 13-27 record, a significant decline from their earlier successes. This was their second consecutive season of decline, and they finished 5 games worse than the previous year. These results have left fans wondering about the franchise's future and the management's choices.
Is Angel Reese, did she just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter out of town? Because Chennedy Carter looks like she's ready to book it out of Chicago.
The team has seen a major talent drain in recent years, losing important players like Candace Parker, and the Sky troubles extend beyond on-court performance. The squad has battled to fill the voids left by Courtney Vandersloot and Ollie Quigley's departure, and their difficulties were exacerbated when head coach James Wade left in the middle of the season to join the NBA. The Sky is now in a vulnerable situation, looking for stability during a volatile time, as a result of this exodus of talent and leadership.
The Chicago Sky franchise has been an absolute dumpster fire since winning the WNBA championship in 2021. Let's go through some of the names that have left. James Wade, who was the coach and GM, left in the middle of the season last year to go to the NBA. Candace Parker, Emma Messman, Courtney Vandersloot, Allie Quigley, Chennedy Carter was traded, Azura Stevens. And then this year, after drafting Cardozo and Reese, they were competing for a playoff spot and traded Marina Mabrey, their veteran, before the Olympic break.
Since winning the WNBA title in 2021, the Chicago Sky Club has been a complete mess. Let's look at some of the players that left. James Wade, the team's coach and general manager, quit in the midst of last season to join the NBA. Candace Parker, Emma Man, Courtney Vizo, Ollie Quigley. One of the most contentious elements of Sky's recent difficulties is the role of Angel Reese as a highly touted player. Chennedy Carter was traded to Stevens, and this year, after drafting Cardew and Reese, they were vying for a playoff spot and traded Marina Mabrey, their veteran, prior to the Olympic break. Reese was supposed to be a key component of the team's future, but she hasn't always performed well, especially when it comes to layup efficiency. In the 2-0-1-2-4 season, Reese's layup success rate was only 42.4%, with only 136 of 321 attempts being successful. These figures contrast sharply with Carter's effectiveness, suggesting a possible IDE in work ethic and priorities.
I can't help but wonder, is that what happened here? Is Angel Reese and the way she wants to play, and I don't know if you've ever noticed her social media posts, but she's very me, always. Me. Well, you may have a player that has decided that she's had enough of that.
Given her significant contribution to the team's strategy and her influence in the locker room, Reese's on-court troubles have received criticism, which has been heightened by rumors of favoritism under former head coach Teresa Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon, a former WNBA player who is now a coach, was supposed to help the club succeed and remain stable, but accusations surfaced during her stint that she prioritized some players, like Reese, over team cohesion.
After a 13-27 season, the Chicago Sky have decided to fire Teresa Witherspoon. In the words of Vince McMahon, "You're fired!"
According to reports, this strategy caused friction among players who felt marginalized or underappreciated. Despite her talent, Camila Cardoso, a bright rookie selected in the 2024 selection, found it difficult to fit in with this group. A system that valued particular stars over developing emerging talent hampered Cardoso's growth.
According to league sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.
Anonymous sources have described the Sky locker room as toxic, with a culture that prioritized individual glory over team success. This atmosphere probably contributed significantly to the team's subpar play and the decision to make significant squad changes. Although Carter's controversial dismissal may have been an attempt by management to change the team's culture and take a different course, considering the difficulties the franchise is now facing, the road to rebuilding won't be simple.
The development of Camila Cardoso is an underrated aspect of everything because she didn't really shine last year because Angel got so much love, and that's not a diss. It's just, Cardoso was drafted higher and wasn't there at the beginning of the season, and they're not a perfect mix. So how they balance that, how the new coach balances that, is going to be interesting to see.
Under the direction of President Kelly Kopp and head coach Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever, who were formerly regarded as one of the league's weakest teams, have experienced a remarkable transformation and are now a model for WNBA success and rebuilding in STK. The team's comeback has been driven by a disciplined, accountable, and collaborative culture that Chicago has badly lacked.
Just like I've been telling y'all, bro. She has been making it her business to sneak this Angel Reese every chance she get. Now, since she's been cut, it look even more obvious. Somebody said, LOL, you ain't down. Now, this tweet right here just popped up here. Somebody tried to come into the defense of her because we know she's a free agent. So, if you throw teammates, ex-teammates under the bus, that's going to hurt you even more.
Similar to how I have been, Caitlin Clark, a standout player for the Fever, has been instrumental in their comeback. Her leadership both on and off the court has raised the bar for the team. Unlike Angel Reese, Clark works hard, sets an example, and encourages her teammates to follow suit. This strategy has improved not only her own play, but also given the team a sense of cohesion and direction.
Look, as an organization, we just, felt it was time to make a change. There's just private issues that I think we will keep just in the Skylock room.
The success of the Fever depends on more than simply individual achievements. While the Sky struggled to retain talent, the Fever is becoming known as a franchise where players want to be a testament to their leadership and vision. Players like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell have flourished in the team's supportive environment, proving that a cohesive culture can bring out the best in everyone. This emphasis on teamwork and mutual respect has made the Fever an appealing destination for free agents.
Now, Marina Mabrey, she's already flown the coop on this team, and it was quote-unquote because of culture. Well, what happened to the culture? Who torched the culture? Who's selfish on the team that would cause the culture to melt down?
The difference between these two franchises couldn't be more stark. As the Fever is rising, the Sky is dealing with the fallout from years of internal strife and poor management. The difficulties the Sky is facing underscore how crucial strong leadership and a supportive team culture are to Chicago's long-term success. To move forward, they will need to thoroughly reassess their goals and tactics.
There's a level of discipline and a level of professionality here where, the players just have to worry about playing basketball. A lot of things don't get down to the players, and I think that's really good.
Although Chennedy Carter has great talent, her future in the WNBA is still uncertain. Her recent behavior and the controversies surrounding her departure from the Sky have cast doubt on her ability to fit in with the team. The WNBA as a whole can learn a lot from the divergent paths of the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Knights. Angel Reese is dynamic, and the pressure is on her to step up and prove her value as a leader and key player for the Sky. The upcoming seasons will be crucial for both players as they navigate the opportunities and challenges ahead. It takes more than just assembling talent to construct a great franchise. It also calls for a dedication to cultivating a culture of trust, accountability, and respect for one another. Teams that place a high priority on these principles are more likely to have long-term success on and off the court.